Hey, this is Scott Ryder. Welcome to my YouTube channel, IWNQ. Make sure to subscribe, and remember, when you do subscribe, a dollar donation goes to the Parkinson Foundation. Click on the bell so you're updated when new episodes come about. And I'm excited because I'm here with Steph Bruce. And we're going to talk about who Steph is in a minute, but to me, she's many things. She's a world-class runner. She's a mother. She's a business owner. She's a spouse. You know, I guess if I picked all those things, which one of those are the most important to you?
Probably the mom and the spouse.
The mom?
Mm-hmm.
And you won the race yesterday.
I did, yeah. It was a beautiful course in the town of Beaufort. It was awesome. So I feel lucky to have come out here and experienced it for the first time, and hopefully we keep coming back.
So for those that aren't track and field or running, road racing aficionados are really into it, there's a ranking system. Tell us, like in the United States, there's one particular distance called the 10K, which is 6.2 miles. Who would be the number one ranked runner in the United States of America? 6.2 miles, that's a female.
Right now?
Yes.
I hope you're not trying to think it's me.
I thought it was.
A leading question. Well, that's very nice of you. I think you're saying that because I did win the U.S. 10K championships at Peachtree last year. So that was a big national title for me.
What did that do for you career-wise?
It was big. You know, it was I think it was affirmation that I had been running for 10, 11 years professionally, and I had never won a national title. I had a lot of second and third place finishes, and at some point, you know, the narrative in my head was I don't win races. Like, I get second and third, and I don't know if I'll ever be a national champion. And so for that race to unfold, and it was a very deep field that I was able to beat. It wasn't just like a give me kind of race. That gave me a lot of encouragement that I've been on the right path, and although it's taken me a little longer than I would have wanted, I think if you just stick with something and don't quit when it gets difficult, like, those moments do happen and they do come true. And that's how it was for me winning.
So the theme of my channel is I will never quit. One of the stories I tell is that in my collegiate days, I was in the Big Ten conference, and I finished second in the 800 meters 5 times. That's not easy to do.
Mm-mm.
But I said that those lessons, you know, I had a choice when I finished second. Get up off the track and try to get better, or quit. And some people do quit. But I think I've used those lessons to help me fight the biggest race of my life, the fight against Parkinson's disease. And really the purpose of this channel is to encourage others that whatever they're facing, Steph, people are, for you it might be a road racing challenge, or somebody else it could be a financial challenge, a relationship challenge, a health challenge. And I think everybody has a point in their life when they feel like giving up or quitting. So there's somebody watching this right now. I don't know what they're facing. What would you say to them, that person that feels like quitting?
Running is something that has taught me that you're going to have challenges in your life, and running is almost a metaphor for life, whereas what you face on the race course and the demons and the negative thoughts that creep into your mind in a race when it's painful, those are some of the challenges you can face in life. And outside of running, I think because of some things that have happened in my life, my dad passed away when I was younger, and my mom went through breast cancer, and then my youngest brother is a recovering drug addict. I've seen like really dark times and dark days in my family, but we always had, I guess, what you could call the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think realizing that everyone has those struggles and almost normalizing those struggles for people can make everyone feel connected in a way. And so that's why I've tried to kind of share a little bit of my journey as a pro athlete outside of just running, that I have these experiences in life that hopefully other people can identify with. Same as you. I mean, I'm sure there are many people who, as they age, are just going to succumb to the challenges and struggles of aging, but for you to have a degenerative disease like this and to still have the will to fight, I mean, I think, yeah, everyone,
fight.
Everyone can get on board with that, and at the end of the day, you just can't make excuses. You just have to keep pushing forward.
Have you ever thought about this? And I wonder if you've ever faced this almost criticism. I think we live in a world that sometimes is sort of tilted in favor of, as far as gender, males. In other words, if you're a male and you're trying to pursue something, a career and running and be a father, that's okay. But sometimes if you're a female, some people are critical if you're a mom and pursuing running and a business. But that's not right. I mean, have you ever heard that type of criticism?
I've heard it, but honestly, I think I've been so lucky. The men in my life or the people in my corner have always been very supportive, and I've never felt like I couldn't do all those things I want to do. I would say the voice inside my own head has probably been the biggest criticism in the beginning of, well, you're supposed to be at home with your kids, and if you're running, then they're at daycare, and so I feel this tremendous mom guilt. But I just kind of got to a point where I thought that mom guilt is so normal and so healthy. It's because I love my children so much. I want to be there for every moment, but I also know for me to be a better mom, I need to be pursuing what my passion and my dream is, and that happens to be running and helping people and doing all this other stuff. Because if I can do that and be happy in that pursuit, I'm probably going to be a better mom when I do come home.
And I think that's real encouragement, because, you know, Steph, there's some female watching this video right now that's fighting with that struggle. Somebody's been critical of her, harsh of her. So I hope that anybody's listening heed Steph's advice. We're sitting here 5 years from now. Where do you see yourself?
This question is really hard for me to answer because I was actually just asked this on a podcast, and I almost don't like to answer it because I love so much what I'm doing right now and in this moment that I don't even like to fast forward and think about it. I would say that I've planted seeds along the way in the last couple of years in my running career, and starting a coaching business, having an energy bar business, being a mom. There are things that I've sort of set up for the future, but I don't even look at it because I'm thoroughly enjoying like what I'm doing right now.
Can I tell you why I love that answer? I'm going to tell you why I love that answer is there's a lot of people watching this that are fighting Parkinson's disease. And when you have a neurodegenerative disease like that, you know you're not going to get better. So my best days are not ahead of me. Mm-hmm. So oftentimes I tell people, you know what the most important thing is? This moment right now. Tell me about Picky Bars.
So Picky Bars is my energy bar company that I started.
Do we have any here to look at?
We do.
Patrick Kelly, can you help us out with the Picky
in a
Bar?
box. You can just see the box in there.
Just want to show people.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So Picky Bars, that's what the label looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, tell people about Picky Bars,
Yep.
how it came about, how they can get them,
okay,
and why you're passionate about Picky Bars.
All right. Well, I started this company with one of my best friends, Lauren Fleshman, and her husband, Jesse Thomas. And at the time, Jesse was training to be a pro triathlete, and Lauren was a professional runner, and I was kind of just starting out in the professional running world. And she had a couple needs. One, she said that she didn't really like any of the energy bar companies out there because they didn't have all the real food ingredients, ingredients you could pronounce, the right carb to protein ratio. And then for Jesse, honestly, he just had a lot of gas, and so he was farting a lot. And she's like, I can't handle living in the same house with him. So
is there another word for that? Is it called flatulence?
Yes, there you go. Whatever it is, she just needed to get rid of it. And so she and I met, and she invited me over and said, hey, I'm trying to create these energy bars.
Just like in the kitchen?
This is in her kitchen, yeah,
really?
her kitchen in Eugene, Oregon. And at the time, she kind of rolled them into balls, and so we were just messing around.
Picky balls.
Picky balls, exactly.
Bars sounds better.
It does sound better. Just picking random ingredients, throwing them into a bowl, and there was dried fruit, dates, a rice protein powder, a rice cereal, and different nut butters, either almond butter or peanut butter. And then she gave them to me. I'm like, these are really good. And so Jesse loved them, so he would take them on his rides with him. And then we were coaching a community group in Eugene, and we let people have samples, and they're like, you guys should sell these. And we were like, we just made them for fun. I don't really know if that's something like that we're gonna do. So one day we just Googled, how do you start a home energy bar company in your kitchen? And it literally said, 1, get your kitchen certified, 2, have a business plan, and then apply for a license. And so she looked up how to get the kitchen certified, Jesse had just graduated with his MBA from Oregon, so we said, Jesse, can you design us a business plan and build us a website? And that's classic us. Like, we weren't thinking financially or any of the things that had to go into it. We were like, this product just tastes really good and we think we can make it. And then it's pretty cool to see a decade later, we got into Trader Joe's 2 years ago for a trial run. We launched something called the Picky Club, which is a monthly subscription, and we now have 3,500 members in that, which is amazing. Yeah, and it just became this project that originally was just to meet Jesse's nutritional needs, and then we ended up finding out I had celiac, so the bars were gluten and dairy free, so safe for people with allergies. But you didn't need to have an allergy to eat them because they also taste just like really good food. Yeah, and it's something that I eat before all my races, workouts, and they're just very reliable snacks for people. On our website, pickybars.com, we have a map in what stores they're in all over the country, and then online and retail are our most popular. And then the cheapest way to get them is by joining the Picky Club, price per bar.
You're leaving tomorrow morning, and you're flying to Denmark?
Correct.
For the World Championships.
In cross country.
And tell me how you're feeling about that.
I'm excited. It's my second world team, and at 35 years old, that feels really good to have made another team. Yeah, and training's gone really well over the last month, and I was able to do a nice tune-up workout here at the Beaufort 10-miler. So I'm excited to go over there, join Team USA, and try to bring home some hardware.
What do you know about the course?
It is difficult. Yeah, they made it truly cross-country. They put in a couple little rhythm breakers. There's a sand pit, a mud pit, a water pit, and then they manufactured this uphill, kind of like you go up on a ramp that they put grass on, and then you come down screaming downhill, and then a really sharp turn, and then you run 5 2K loops.
So have you raced on it?
I haven't. No, I've never been there.
I've seen it on Google Earth or a tape or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Hey Patrick, can I just borrow your hat for a second? Thank you. So you have been in the neighborhood that I live in. It goes by the name of Habersham, and for the BTR, the Beaufort Twilight Run, it's your first experience at the BTR. Favorable, positive? Would you encourage other people to?
I would,
come down to the
absolutely.
Beaufort Twilight Run?
I'm worried about how positively I want to review this place, because I feel like then the race will just get too big and too crowded. But honestly, like, if I had never come here, I would not know the beauty of the neighborhoods and the moss growing on the, like, it was like a movie, and it was picturesque. And the race happens to finish for a lot of people when the sun is setting with the water, and so it is just a gorgeous race, flat as you can get, which is really nice for us training in Flagstaff, no hills and at sea level. And yeah, I would definitely, it's a town I would never have visited had I not known about this race, so I feel fortunate that
Thank you, Beaufort Twilight
here.
It's a great shout out. So if you're a runner, is there a chance you'd be back next year?
Oh, I would love to, if we had the opportunity to make it like an annual tradition that we come back for many, many years to
So
come.
if you want to compete against Bruce, come next year and give us some competition. I remember when in 1984, going way back when I qualified for the Olympic trials, and I had a little deal with Nike. I remember they sent this big box to my house, and I was so excited. I opened it up, and I got shoes and everything, you know, just sweet swag, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a shoe sponsor. Can you tell us a little bit about your shoe sponsor? And do you happen to have one of those shoes nearby that we could look at?
I do. I'm always wearing them on my feet. I run for Hoka Une Une, and here's what they are. These are the Cavus. Yeah, and I've been with them for the last 4 years, and our group was started in Flagstaff, Hoka Northern Arizona Elite.
Light.
They're very light.
HOKAONEONE.
There you
right?
go.
Hoka Une.
Yeah, they smell
Even
pretty
smells
nice.
good
I
too.
know, right?
Inside it says
It's a
"Time to Fly."
Testament for my feet. Yeah, that's their tagline.
Can't even tell you how light these are. They're amazing.
Yeah. Coach Ben Rosario and his wife Jen started our group 5 years ago in Flagstaff, Arizona, and with the mission to train hard, race fearlessly, and share the journey. And we want to put people on world teams and Olympic teams, and Hoka has been our primary supporter since the beginning, and it's been really great to work with them, and especially for someone like me who I took a break halfway through my career to have kids, and unlike many shoe companies, Hoka supported me throughout the whole process, and they never cut my contract. They were supportive even when I accidentally got pregnant with my second son, which wasn't part of the plan.
The accidental pregnancy, isn't that an oxymoron?
Yeah, exactly.
Like jumbo shrimp.
Like, how did this happen? Well, we know how it happens. But yeah, they supported me through and through and never asked me to rush back. And it's been something that I'll be indebted to them for the remainder of my career, and just try to represent them as best I can.
So you're a professional runner and we're Hoka Unis, right? But they'd be great shoes for anybody, right?
Oh yeah, they've actually become really popular among like the medical field, like doctors and nurses who are just on their feet all day because of the cushion. It's so great if you have to stand for 10 to 12 hours to be in them. And I actually give my recycled shoes when I'm kind of done training in them, and let's say I have 400, 500 miles, I give them to my mom. And my mom doesn't exercise, but she just 71-year-old woman who still needs to walk around in shoes, and they're great support just for her. So
if I came to your house, how many pair of running shoes between you and Ben do you think I'd find?
Probably well over 100.
100 pair of shoes. That's pretty cool, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's neat. All right, well, let me see. So we got a shout out for Picky Bars, Hoka Uni. Anything else that you'd like people to know?
I think that's good. I think you nailed it.
Okay, let me do one last thing. Is there anything that you thought that I would ask you that I didn't ask you?
No, I think it's been really great to talk to you, to hear about your story and your purpose and passion for this channel, and hopefully the more people that tune in and subscribe, they'll find whatever motivation they need.
Thank you. I'm not going to mention any names, but there's this guy named Ryan Hall, and I asked him if you've heard of Ryan Hall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I showed him this once. I said, "Do you know what this means? IW&Q." Do you know what that means?
I do. It looks like it means I will not quit.
I will never quit. I will not quit. So I hope today that you've been motivated by learning a little more about. I hope today that you've been motivated by learning a little bit more about Steph Bruce and her husband Ben and her family, because she's an amazing individual and they're an amazing family doing great things. And I think you guys are a family that can inspire lots of people no matter where they are in life. So thank you for spending some time, and thank you for living the IW&Q mantra. Don't forget to subscribe. Steph has a YouTube channel. How do they find it?
Just search Steph Bruce.
Check it out, subscribe. She's got a lot of good stuff on there. So thanks for joining us today. Remember, share this channel with your friends and family. Somebody's diagnosed with Parkinson's disease every 9 minutes in the United States. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
So there's a great need, and every time you subscribe, Mass Mutual makes a donation to the Parkinson's Foundation. I want to thank Patrick Kelly. I want to thank the Beaufort Twilight Run for making this possible. I hope you guys will come back next year, and maybe you can bring the boys.
Thank you. We hope so too.
All right.